What's up, everybody? I'm John.
I'm Isaac.
And on today's episode of Cars and Cameras, we are reviving one of my favorite projects of all time, the lifted monster truck go-kart with 25-inch ATV tires. It's embarrassing. This thing has been sitting for a little while. We robbed some parts off the rear of it for the cross cart, but today we're bringing it back into shape.
So we robbed the old hubs off the rear end of this truck for the cross cart. Today we're going to put some new hubs on it from Go Power Sports. Unfortunately, this is a different style that we have to modify, but it'll work fine.
But check out GoPowersports.com for all your go-kart and mini bike hub needs. You can check them out using a link in the description below, and no matter what you're ordering, be sure to enter their monthly in-store credit giveaway and let them know that Cars and Cameras sent you. How's it looking, dude?
Not bad.
And so we basically have to weld a washer onto the end of it.
I don't think we have to, so I'm not. But the other one was just like this, but it had a smaller hole there, but one inch shaft.
It was quite nice.
It was very nice, but for this application, I don't think we have to weld onto it.
Sweet.
So it'll be fine. He's ready to go, dude.
Just a little trimming.
Remember that $90 tire you bought?
Yep. We had another one?
We had two.
Great. We ready?
Yeah.
Figure out which brake actually works. This thing is taller than the cross cart.
Yeah?
It's so tall. We've been brainstorming on what we want to do to the monster truck today. It has really bad bump steer, so we think we're going to try to patch it. It needs a whole new front rebuild anyway, but for now, we're going to patch it just to get us by from Mini Mayhem.
I plan on building two rectangles to fit up to the bottom of the existing frame, and then we're going to cut the tabs for the suspension off the old frame and then re-weld the tabs on those two rectangles that we weld around the original frame, and then we'll brace it up to the other frame. And you say temporary, I mean, it might be permanent, man.
Yeah, if it works really well, then yeah.
It should work pretty good, I think.
Yep. Oh yeah. The bump steer on this monster truck is so bad because of the way we set this suspension up. We put this new steering rack in to replace the old steering setup, which was just terrible for off-roading. You would get stuck in a rut and you wouldn't be able to turn out. This steering rack solved that problem, but it created a bump steer issue, which we knew it would, but we didn't think it would be that bad. So the way we're going to fix that is cut where the control arms mount to the subframe, and we're going to match them to the pivot point of the steering rack. That should eliminate all bump steer. It's going to shorten our control arms, so we're going to have a little bit less travel, but it should be fine. Honestly, I think the front is a little too soft, squishy, and travel-y for this project anyway.
Shirt.
Fat tax. Yeah.
Now the camber is going to be awesome on this thing.
Oh my! Ooh boy. Our control arm mounting tabs are welded in place. So now we measured and we have to take 2 3/4 out of the top of the control arms and 4 1/4 out of the bottom control arms in order to keep the same amount of camber as we had before. Okay, so because nothing was really square to begin with on this ATV front end, it took a lot of time to figure out this one half of the front suspension. But now we think we have it figured out. It required a lot of cutting, a lot of welding, a lot of cutting, a lot of welding. But we had to do it over again like 3 times.
Yeah.
But anyway, it looks like we're gonna have very minimal bump steer with this setup. So the last thing to do for this side is to just chop 1 inch out of the tie rod, and then we can move over to this other side where we can show you more of what we did. We cut a few inches out of the upper and lower control arms, and we're basically gonna sleeve it and re-weld it. We have these gussets from GoPowersports.com that we're gonna be using as the upper shock mount. We're gonna be reusing the lower shock mounts. We're gonna be using some nice new taller shocks, also from GoPowersports, with more travel, and they look better. What's that?
I saw the front settle a little bit.
Good. Now, how about that bump steer, though?
It is stiffer. Not much, though.
I mean, stiffer is good, and those shocks are on the loosest setting, too.
Yes. So, I'm going to turn toe in a little bit.
Okay.
And set them to the strongest. That one's on the stiffest.
So it looks like we have camber change and, I mean, a little bit of bump steer.
Yeah, we have camber change.
But it'll be fine.
I think it's drivable.
Yeah. We're going to find out. It's too late to test the monster truck tonight, so tomorrow we're going to run it around the yard and see if it'll hold up for our meetup. All right, so it's time to test out our suspension mods. Ike, take it away, buddy.
Little trouble, bud. hit in the face with a limb.
I saw that.
How's the camera?
It's okay. Oh, there's a leaf stuck in it.
Is my face okay?
It looks okay.
Okay.
How does it feel?
This?
Yeah.
Not bad. The only problem is with regular go-karts, we go under the limb. This one I get hit in the face with them.
What's the verdict, buddy?
It drives a lot better.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Excellent.
Except for the limb in my nose. It hit my nose so hard I thought I was going to be bleeding.
I'm sorry about that.
It's okay.
So even you can ride it now, because that was the biggest problem with this vehicle, is that you could not ride it.
Yeah.
I didn't see a three-wheel. Excellent.
Still got a little bit of a
bump steer
action. How bad is it that you can tell?
I mean, you know, it's not perfect, but even if you have a tiny amount of bump steer, it's going to get multiplied by those gigantic tires.
Yeah, that's true.
So you think now's a good time to tell them about our latest find? One of our latest finds, anyway. We just bought that body. Can't wait to build a bigger, badder, better one, man.
How can you get bigger and badder than this?
When you're rolling coal. Anyway, leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video today, and let us know in the comments if you noticed a significant difference in camera quality in the last few minutes of this video. Long story short, our regular camera just died from too much, I think, Mini Mayhem abuse. So we have this rental. Let us know if you like it, because it is a significant investment. Anyway, see what we're up to on Facebook and Instagram at Cars and Cameras Reviews, in between videos for sneak peeks.
Check me out at Isaac, it'll be fine.
Support the channel and pick up a t-shirt at cars-cameras.com. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.